seen here, Senator. Nothing surprises us.
Oh, well, if she had been talented, or even vain, then I could have understood it.
But she wasn't. She was always quiet, even timid. Then suddenly this amazing change?
Grief did it.
But why turn to acting? Life has enough drama in it.
God knows.
Isn't that right, Doctor?
As Judge Savage says. God knows.
I wish you could explain that better to us.
Obvious exhibitionism.
Exactly.
She took a childish delight in being seen everywhere with that teddy bear.
Anything to indulge this sudden love for notoriety.
Her entire conduct was a travesty of self-respect and dignity.
And sound business.
Has there been a similar pattern in your mother's family before, Senator?
Frankly, I don't know.
You see, Doctor, she's not actually our mother. Father remarried when we were children.
Oh, I see.
But that has never made any difference in our feelings toward her.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be much help to you until I've had time to observe her conduct here.
You're the doctor.
Oh, and we know she'll be comfortable in such a charming place.
I'll learn how to stay here myself.
This is no place to laugh, Samuel.
But we encourage laughter here, Senator. We think it's healthy.
You do.
Why, of course. It's great medicine. For, as Byron says, and if I laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not weep.
Of course.
I beg your pardon, Dr. Emmett, but Dr. Johnson won't be able to complete Mrs. Savage's file for the moment.
Why not?
He finds her a bit uncooperative.
Then bring her in, please.
Yes, Doctor.
And while you're all saying your goodbyes, I'd like to have a
Please don't go, Doctor.
Oh, please, Doctor.
We prefer you stay. I think the shorter we make this, the better for all concerned.
She's vindictive.
For some reason, she holds me responsible.
We'll have to give her a little more time to get over her resentment.
Will you come in, Mrs. Savage?
Oh, please sit down, Mrs. Savage.
We've waited to say goodbye to you, Mother. I do not like thee, Lily Belle. The reason why I cannot tell. But this I know and know full well. I do not like thee, Lily Belle. She's been chanting that all the way down here.
Mrs. Savage, your children are here to say goodbye. They would like to say goodbye, Mrs. Savage.
Oh, the fireflies are out. How lovely. What makes the fireflies light up, Doctor? Are they mating?
I really couldn't say, Mrs. Savage.
I thought you know. Isn't this the bug house?
No, this is the cloisters. This will be your new home. I'm Dr. Emmett.
Wouldn't it be fascinating if human beings glowed like fireflies while they were mating? Do you light up when you're mating, Lily Belle? Lord knows you're flighty. Behind the bug, I suppose be unpleasant again.
Surely, Mother, you're not going to let us depart in an atmosphere of bitterness.
50 needles and 50 pins, and 50 dirty Republicans.
She's determined to take the wrong attitude.
It's futile.
Well, time will take care of this. Come, Samuel.
I'll send more of our clothes down later. We couldn't grab it one grip under the circumstances.
Well, Sundays is Visitor's Day. You can better bring them down then.
My sister is returning to Paris next week, and we'll make arrangements. Good night, Mother.
And if there's anything you need, Mrs. Savage, Miss Wilhelmina will be glad to take care of you.
We have a lovely garden out there. You'll be able to see it in the morning. When I was a child, we always said, 20 needles and 20 pins, you've added 30 dirty Republicans.
It's a fault of mine. Exaggeration. It's stupid of me to irritate them like this. I just irritate myself. Well, I suppose it has to be exasperating now to be funny later.
I noticed one of its eyes is gone. It must have fallen off in the office. I'll look as soon as they go.
Oh, don't bother. It fell at last fall at the opera. I'd have found it if the usher wasn't so nasty about my lighting matches during the magic fire music. You know what this is, don't you?
Suppose you tell me.
It's a teddy bear. Surely you've seen one before.
Not that big.
Well, do you know what I do with it?
I couldn't possibly guess.
I sleep with it.
Do you?
Yes, I do. You? Are you going to talk to me as if I were an imbecile too?
Oh, here, we mustn't be hostile.
Of course not. You haven't harmed me. Would you care to know why I sleep with it?
If you care to tell me.
I don't care. I'll tell you. I'm lonely. I'm too old to have a lover and too fastidious to sleep with a cat.
Well, then by all means, you must keep it with you here. Can I take your hat?
If I'm going to spend the rest of my life here, I might as well.
It's a mighty saucy hat.
A 10-cent piece of felt and 3 chicken feathers. Why economy should be so expensive? I don't know.
It takes imagination.
And the blood of pirates. But I wanted that hat. I wanted a hat like that since I was 16. For all the good it does me now. Well, I don't need it here. Maybe you can do something with it.
Oh, no, you better keep it. You might need it.
Oh, dear. Dear, dear, dear. My hair looks like the matted end of a coconut.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You should have seen it last year. It was bright red. Then just to be different, I dyed it black with a white strip down the middle. I looked nothing so much as a skunk. Then I gave up and tinted it blue. It goes with everything now.
Well, we'll certainly go with your room. Would you care to go and get settled?
Is it time to lock me up?
I wouldn't dream of locking you up. Did you bring a suitcase?
My daughter did. I wasn't consulted.
Well, I'll get it and take it up to you. You can wait here.
Alone?
Of course.
No handcuffs?
We have the honor system.
Honor system indeed.
Hello.
Miss Willie says the bar's only there to keep the world outside.
Corny, isn't it? Oh, it's alive! Now, Fariy, you must stop frightening yourself. The poor thing is quite harmless. It won't bite. It won't bark, lay eggs, or shed. And to the best of my knowledge, it's unvexed by sex. It couldn't be less trouble. In that case, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Welcome aboard. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. You must be Mrs. Savage. I'm Florence Williams. How do you do?
We've been expecting you all afternoon. We're so glad to have you with us.
Say you love me. But we just met. Oh, you don't have to mean it. I just love it when people tell me they love me. Well, I'm sure everyone loves you. Oh, I told you guys you wouldn't be spoiled. Welcome to the cloisters. Climate best by government test. Thank you.
And this is Hannibal. And this is our Mrs. Paddy.
Hello. How do you do?
I hate everything in the world. Bullets, fly, lightning, skunk, cabbage, custard, mustard, spiders, blisters, girdles, mice, bees, keys, berry, quiver, ruger, particles, bats, broken glass, eels, crowns, sharks, tooths, salt, and thunder!
Why don't you like rhubarb?
Mrs. Paddy won't answer you, Mrs. Savage. She'll only recite the things she hates.
Sweet but stubborn. Mrs. Paddy stopped talking about 20 years ago. But why?
She got mad. Her husband told her to shut up.
And she did.
She gave a conversation for life.
Oh, but she's only giving up electricity for Lent. Dear Mrs. Paddy, there's only one thing wiser than saying very little, and that's saying nothing at all. Would you like to hold him? Oh. Oh! She likes you! I like her.
Oh, you haven't met Jeff. Come here, Jeff.
Please excuse my left hand.
Certainly. Is it a toothache?
Jeff's face is scarred. He likes to spare people.
You don't have to spare me. I have to see myself every morning.
Dr. Emmett refuses to let me wear a bandage.
Well, we have to humor our doctors every once in a while.
And now you have met everyone. We are a small group in this wing, and we hope you find it comfortable to do it.
But Mrs. Savage has met everyone. She has met the Holy Terror.
Of course. How stupid of me.
Where is he, Florence?
Well, he was here a few moments ago. John Thomas?
I think you might have left him out in the hall for us.
I'll go see. John Thomas!
You won't hurt her, will you? Gracious. Why would I?
You won't object, will you?
Well, what is John Thomas?
Her son. What did you think?
Here? Oh yes, he was born here.
I can't. Oh, look, sleep on the floor. My husband warned me I'd be a bad mother.